All right, welcome Wenatchee Wolves fans to the first game of the state playoffs. This is going to be a tape-delayed recording as we go against the Everett Junior Silvertips. It's a best-of-3 series over this weekend as we're in Kennewick, Washington for these playoffs. If Wenatchee can take advantage of Everett in this game and do it again this afternoon, we'll be district bound to Tacoma in 2 weeks. The referees have met in the circle getting ready to start this game. The warm-ups are over and Wenatchee's just about ready to send their first lineup to start this game. 17 minutes on the clock. As looks like we've decided on who's going to go out, as for the back end is going to be Mr. Fritz and Mr. Nusma, as we're going to tighten this up and get a better view. And on the front end is Jake Parent, Cooley Eisenbeis, and Mr. Riley Ott. So Everett hasn't sent their crews in yet. In net will be Mr. Young, as he's got his crease ready to go. As we get a good look at this, as the refs put his hand up, says it's time to play. And we're gonna get underway. As Jake Parent steps into the circle, he's gonna have the face-off.
Parent has on the fangs.
And down goes. Everett's gonna take control, first possession, and retreat into their end. Now through the neutral zone, deflected by Parent, but now into the Wenatchee end. Nusma there on another deflection as the backhand goes into the back of the net. Out with it into the corner, and Everett's going to keep control just in front of the blue line. Shot deflected there by Ott. Now out to Nusma. Nusma sends it over to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis going to cross into the zone. Sends it back across. Good pass, and it's just wide left on the shot. Good play as Ott sends it across. I believe it's to Eisenbeis. And the puck goes into the Wenatchee end with Fritz grabbing control. Puts it over towards Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis sends it across. Tapped by Ott, sent in behind the net of Everett, and Wenatchee's going to go for a line change as Flynn comes in on the forecheck, and a long pass goes all the way down. We're going to start with an icing. 16-10 left to play in the first. 0-0 is the score. Defensive line for this series is going to be Jake Measle and Spencer White. Drake Flynn's going to step in to take the faceoff with Childers and Bartels as the puck goes down, comes out for Everett into the corner. They wrap around behind the net into the corner. Cannot see the play, but we're going to get a whistle as 2 players went down. And I'm not quite sure what the call was as Jake Measle goes down too. Looks like Everett's going to go in to the box. See if I can get the signal. It's going to be a boarding call. It's 16:01 to play in the first period, first penalty of the game, and as Wenatchee brings out their power play team, see if they can take advantage of the Everett penalty. Parent in, take the face off as we're waiting. And it's going to be a 2-10, so Everett's going to send another player. Christiana's going to go into the box for the 2-minute penalty, as the other player for Everett's going to be in for 10 minutes of that first period. Parent in with the face-off. Comes out and is picked up by Wenatchee just in front of the blue line as Fritz dumps it in. Pass is sent across, deflected by Everett up into the rafters. And we'll have another face-off. .52 left to play in the first period. 1:51 left in the penalty as Parent comes in for the face-off. Controlled by Wenatchee, taken up in front of the blue line, sent back in towards the circle, and controlled by the goalie for Everett, and we'll draw another whistle. 15:46 left to go in the first period. 0-0 continues to be the score as Parent steps in for the third time in this series. And controlled by Nusma, shot taken, deflected off to the left, and Everett takes control, sends it down to the Wenatchee end. Young flips it back over towards Fritz. Fritz comes in behind the net. Out comes it Wolves. out Eisenbeis, who can't control it, but Ott's going to pick it up, clean up the puck, and through the center ice is Fritz and into the zone. Fritz still in control, now to Ott. Ott dumps it off to the left, good opportunity, can't capitalize on that, and Everett's going to send it back to the other end. 1:12 left to go in the power play. Fritz again with the puck, steps out from behind the net. Comes back, trying to get to Childers, misses the pass as it goes behind him, but is picked up by Bartels. Bartels sends it over to the other side. That's Underhill. Underhill, top of the circle, tries to get to Bartels' end. It's tipped into the Everett goalie. For the whistle at 14:48. 47 seconds left in the power play, as Underhill's going to take the face-off. Puck goes down, picked up by Everett and sent down to the other end. There to gather it in is Young. Now Measle behind the net, leaves it there for White. White comes out with it. Up to Measle. Measle has it deflected and sent back. White's going to have to retreat. Comes in behind the net. He's got 25 seconds to deal with in the power play as he sends it across to Measle. Measle gets it off of Underhill's foot. Now it's to Childers. Childers across the line, dumps it back at the blue line. Sent in, and now it's out once again. That should end the power play as there's only 6 seconds left. Goes in behind the Everett net for the icing, and we're going to head back to the other direction. Natchez unable to capitalize on their first power play with 13:57 left in the first. 0-0 continues to be the score. Face off for Flynn, comes out into the corner for Everett. Neesma with the puck. Through the center ice, now into the zone, deflected up into the boards on the right side. Now Flynn touching the puck, now behind the net. Back into the corner. It appears Everett's going to get there first. They're able to get it into neutral ice. Picked up, good passing there by Everett as they take it to the top of the circle. Pass comes through, stopped and taken. Front of the net, deflected off to the left there by Young, but Everett's going to take control. Out in front of the net, picked up by Flynn. Flynn comes, sends it back to Fritz. Fritz is going to carry it behind the Wenatchee net. Pass goes all the way down to the Everett goalie. He controls it, sends it back up through the neutral ice. Picked up and dumped in by Everett forwards. Now Neusman with it, trying to get it out. Can't quite make the connection, but a good play there by, I believe, Eisenbeis gets it into the neutral zone. Again on the offense is Everett. Shot taken wide right. Back into the corner, out behind the net comes Fritz. He lifts it, can't get it past his man. Second effort by Whitman is able to get it into neutral ice, sends it down the other direction, and we have an icing. Hi. Oh, we had a little delay as Wenatchee comes back in the other direction, covered by the Everett goalie as Eisenbeis is brought down, slides into him. No penalty on the play with 12:16 left in the first period. Still a 0-0 score. As we'll have a face-off in the Everett end. Going to be taken by Parent. He'll have Measle and White playing defense for him. Eisenbeis and Ott will be the forwards. Taken off the face-off by Everett behind the net. They wrap it around into the neutral zone. Touch. And Wenatchee's going to give chase. No, we'll get an icing. It looked like Everett touched it on there, but That is not the call by the referees. We'll go back to the other end and have another face-off. .12:08 left to go in the first period as Parent steps in the circle. Out again comes towards Everett, but a good play there by Eisenbeis causes a disruption. Everett does come up with it, and it gets into neutral ice. Battle at the mid-ice there. Goes back into the Everett end as they retreat. Now off the board all the way down, and the icing once again will send us back to the Everett end for a face-off. Flynn steps in for the face-off after the icing. Puck goes down, comes back to Childers. Childers sends it over to Measle. Measle with the shot up and in, and it drops down. Good opportunity there as a deflection. Not capitalized by Wenatchee as the puck's down in the corner. Childers with it up against the board in a battle. Out with it comes Childers. He gives it over to Bartels. Bartels backhands, comes up. Childers puts it in, and he can't quite get the shot as he tries to make a rebound. Good play by Wenatchee as doesn't come away with anything. As we go back in the neutral zone, White gives it to Everett, and then back into the Wenatchee end is White as he's going to carry the puck into the neutral zone. Now past mid-ice, sends it in deep. Everett there to pick it up in the corner. Childers on the forecheck. Comes out towards the corner. Beliveau's there. He grabs it, gives it up to Underhill. Underhill back to Beliveau. Beliveau in the circle, can't get a handle on it, trying to get a chance to get a shot. As Everett's going to pick up the loose puck and head towards neutral ice. Now into the Wenatchee end. Behind the Wenatchee net. Comes out in front. Good play by Everett. Good defense by Underhill to knock that puck away as Wenatchee's going to go the other direction. Lifted up into the air by Nusma as he comes down from his defensive position. Behind the net. Underhill with it. Sent out in front, as should be an interference call in front of the net on Beliveau, but it's not called. As the puck goes in towards the Wenatchee end in the corner, out with it comes Everett. Now Nusma from behind the net sends it towards Fritz. Fritz is having some pressure from Everett. They're going to come up with the puck. Top of the circle. Now into the corner. Fritz with it, sends it towards the board. Foot trying to get hold of it, and out with it's going to come Underhill. Underhill's got Beliveau on the left, and they're going to send it in deep and go for the change. 9:55 left to go in the first period of this 0-0 contest as Everett comes out of their end and goes on the offensive, dumping it down into the corner. There to pick it up's Whitman. Sends it in finally. Good passing by Wenatchee as it comes out to Ott. Ott steps up forward and he puts it in. First goal of the game goes to Riley Ott as he comes in on a pass. Beautiful play down from the Wenatchee end. Parent to Ott through the neutral zone, and Ott puts it in to score the first goal at 9:35 left in the first. After the goal, Parent's going to step in, take the face off, comes down out towards the Wenatchee bench. Now to the Wenatchee end, chasing it is White, but Young's going to get there first. He touches it, out with it comes Wenatchee as Parent now has it. Again, pass goes up to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis steps over, poke check by Everett, puts it back into the Wenatchee neutral zone. Childers gets it up towards Parent. Parent's trying to send it in deep so Wenatchee can get a change. And out with it's going to come Everett. All the way down to Young. He's going to cover. Drops it for Measle. Measle behind the net. Touched by Flynn as it comes up. Puck's off the referee's feet. Childers is going to get there. He gives it to Bartel. Bartel steps up. Shot deflected off to the left. Out in front. Now under the left side into the corner where we can't see. And out in front comes Ohala from Everett and sends it in the neutral zone where it's picked up by White. White stepping up from his defensive slot down into the corner. In a battle. Sends it out in front. and picked up by Bartels. Bartel with the shot, wide right and onto the board to the left side. Corner battle, left side, out with it. Comes Everett, they enter the neutral zone. Left circle, out in front, good pass, no one's there to get it as Underhill now takes it. He's got Childers on his right. Good move, but good poke check by Everett, puts it back into neutral zone. Now Beliveau with it, sends it up to Nusma. Nusma retreats a little, now into the neutral zone. And carries it in himself. Shot taken, deflected off to the right by the Everett goalie and into the corner. Out of the corner comes Everett, they get it into the neutral zone. That's Christiana for Everett as he makes a move into the circle, taken away by foot. Beliveau with the puck, enters the neutral zone. He's going to carry it all the way in himself. Shot taken off the right shoulder pad, left shoulder pad of the goalie and back behind the net. Now the neutral zone. Everett on the offensive, Beliveau giving chase. Lindbergh on the defense, shot taken, deflected off to the left by Young, and now behind the net. Everett still with control. Comes towards the circle. Up from the point. Good defense there by Foot, now bottom of the circle. Behind the net, good play there by Whitman. And misplay at the line, sends it all the way to the other end. And Everett's going to have to retreat into their zone with 6:44 left to play in the first. Good forecheck by Foot, puts the pressure on Everett. They are able to get it towards the neutral zone. No one touches it as it goes through about 3 players, and we'll have the icing and go back to the other end with 6:33 left to go in the first of this 1-0 contest between the Everett Junior Silvertips and the Wenatchee Wolves, with Wenatchee holding on to that 1-goal lead. Face off for Parent goes to Wenatchee. Shot taken by White out from the point. Everett takes and poke checks the puck all the way back down the other end. We'll have another icing. 6:33 left in the first as we change ends for a face-off. Parent in to take the draw. Puck goes down. Everett's going to control it, lifts the puck up, can't get it past Measle, and he sends it back in deep. Parent's there to retrieve it, back behind the net, trying to battle with the Everett defense. I think that's Wood. Comes out to the circle, given up to Ott. Now Eisenbeis. Ott gets it behind the net. He's battling, gives it back to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis steps forward, trying to get it to Parent, and a good play by Wenatchee is turned away by the Everett goalie on the poke check. Back into the corner. Comes out in front, Parent with the puck. Steps up, he drops it off to Ott in behind the net. Now Everett with it. Into the neutral zone, and Measles puts it right back into the Everett end. 5:40 to play in the first. Pass comes out. Everett trying to get in the neutral zone and do. And penalty called against Bartels as he's going to get called for the hook, I'm sure. Everett trying to get it out of their own end, running with 6 skaters, is waiting for the penalty. Wenatchee just wants to touch the puck, and they do. So Bartels is going to head to the box on the hook, I believe, with 4:56 left to go in the first. And that's the call, hooking on Bartels as he hits the penalty box, and Wenatchee is going to be on the penalty kill. Their team for this series is going to be White and Measle on defense, with Flynn and Childers playing the forward ends. As Flynn steps in for the face-off, puck comes out towards Everett. They retreat into their end, trying to find the offense as they step past mid-ice. Now into the Wenatchee end. Good play by Dubicki as he takes a shot out in front as it's knocked away to the left, but no one's there to capitalize on the rebound. Now the puck into the point, comes to the top of the circle. Shot taken, deflected off the post and to the right. Again, top of the circle, now in front of the blue line. Shot taken again, deflected off the blocker to the left this time. Flynn's there, along with White, but Everett comes up with the puck just in front of the blue line, now to the right circle. Steps up and deflected again off to the right. White's there. He comes down, Flynn trying to come out of the corner. Another shot taken from the middle. This one right into the glove of Young as he makes a good stop with 4 minutes left in the period and 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Wolves. 1-0 still the score in favor of the Wolves as we're going to get a penalty kill team change with Eisenbeis coming in for the face-off. He'll have Fritz, Nusma, and Ott as the face-off goes to Everett, and they come in just in front of the blue line and are able to dump it into the corner. Good play there by by Nusma as he steals the puck and goes the other way with numbers. Pass comes across to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis shoots and it goes in front and it goes in! Nusma takes the puck on the steal, comes forward, sends it across the left side to Eisenbeis, who takes the shot and then comes off, and Nusma comes up, picks up the rebound and dumps it between the legs of the Everett goalie to get the short-handed goal with 3:41 to play in the first period, making it a 2-0 game. Wenatchee will still be on the penalty kill for 46 seconds as Eisenbeis comes in to take the face-off after the goal. Scored that one, Eisenbeis and Nusma, for the second goal of the game as Wenatchee takes the face-off and sends it deep into the Everett end. Everett taking it in, shot deflected off the skate of Young, and the net comes off the post. We'll get a whistle as they're going to reset it and have a face-off in the Wenatchee end. 3:21 to play in the first period. .25 seconds to play in this power play for Everett as Underhill comes in to take the face-off. Skating off is Nusma. I believe he was helping out with the net, but he'll be replaced by Measle and White on the defense. Parent and Underhill will do the forward work on this 25-second penalty kill. As face-off comes off to Wenatchee. Bad hop comes back in front of the net, and Everett's going to take control. Shot wide left by Everett from just inside the blue line. They take control in the corner, now back out in front. Over to the right side. Shot deflected off of Parent's legs. He's going to try to chase back. Can't get to it before Everett. His penalty has now expired and we're going to have 5-on-5 hockey. Puck taken by Underhill. He's got Bartels with him. Takes the shot just off the skate and to the left of the Everett goalie, and Everett's going to send it into the neutral zone where Wenatchee's going to take control, but a battle there in the neutral zone puts it into the Wenatchee end. Out in front of the net, shot taken, and Christiana for Everett makes this a one-goal game as he puts one into the upper right-hand corner. With 2:26 left in the first to make it 2-1. After the Everett goal, Drake Flynn's going to step in. He's going to take the face-off. Puck comes off, carried by Childers. Childers takes it into the Everett end. He makes a move onto the left side, turns around, drops it into the corner. And Everett's going to take control and come back towards the Wenatchee end. Dumped in behind Lindbergh, covered by Young and drawing the whistle. 2:08 left to play, first period. Flynn in for the faceoff after the Young cover. Comes out back into the Wenatchee end, picked up by Everett. And Childers sends it to Flynn. Flynn comes out, able to get to the neutral zone. Childers picks it up. Everett takes control, but Flynn's able to send it in deep behind the net. Forecheck by Childers, puts the board up against the battle, a battle up against the board. Out with it comes Everett and gets it into the Wenatchee end. Lindbergh there on the defense. Behind the Wenatchee net, Lindbergh there. And pass stolen by Everett. Shot taken, sent right into the midsection of Young, and he covers. Parents faceoff goes to Everett, blocked by Eisenbeis out in front. Eisenbeis able to try to get it towards Ott, but Everett's going to get there first. Everett sent it in deep behind Wenatchee, picked up by Nusma. Nusma skates out with it, sends it out into the neutral zone where it's taken by Everett and sent right back in. Everett having to get on sides, gives the puck back up to Wenatchee. Nusma's trying to thread the needle in towards Parent, can't quite make the connection. Fritz now with it. Under a lot of pressure from Everett. Back into the corner, puts it off the board, and back into neutral zone where Eisenbeis is going to grab it, send it up towards Ott. Deflected by Everett. Back into the neutral zone. Nusma on the defense. Good poke check. Shot taken, pass from the top of the circle, goes behind the net. Everett's there to grab it. Big hit by Fritz behind the net, and he's going to get called for the penalty. They're going to call it a charging. I don't know if I agree with that. It was a good hit behind the net as Fritz takes the penalty with 14.6 seconds left. On what looked like a good hit behind the net, but
it was a good hit behind the net.
And Wenatchee once again will be on the penalty kill. And they're going to call him for the 2 and the 10 on that too. Faceoff goes in by Flynn, controlled by Everett. 10 seconds left in the period. Out in front of the blue line. Shot taken. Wide left and sent into the corner. Puck's dropped towards mid-ice. Everett retreats. Now they send it back in. And it's deflected by Young into the netting as time expires. That'll be it. End of the first period as Wenatchee's holding on to a 2-1 lead. Players go to the benches for instructions and get ready to start the second period. And that'll be it for the break. About 1 minute as teams get a chance to go through and get a few instructions. So they're going to play two. The second period will be broken into 8-minute and 30-second periods as they'll come out and clean the ice here halfway through the second period. Wenatchee enters the zone. It'll be Drake Flynn for the face-off on the penalty kill as they'll have 1 minute and 45 seconds left to kill in the Everett power play. Face-off goes towards Everett. They retreat back into their end. Sent in from mid-ice, down behind the net. Young's there to corral it, sends it over towards Measle. Measle turns around, trying to get it out. Everett, 3 players there on a battle on the board. They're going to come out with it. They send it directly into the neutral zone. They'll have to reset. 1:20 left to play. in the power play for the junior Silvertips. Everett now into the Wenatchee end. Shot put in behind the net. Front of the blue line, back over to left circle. Underneath, top of the circle, out in front, and the other side. Comes across, touched by Flynn, sending it almost in the neutral zone. And now Everett sends it down low. They had Christiana behind Young, couldn't make the connection. Now Wenatchee's going to send it into the neutral zone. Out front, shot taken, deflected into the netting. And Wenatchee is going to get a switch in players with 25 seconds left in this power play for the Everett Silvertips. And the puck's going to go out into the neutral zone because the deflection was off an Everett player, not a Wenatchee. And we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. 7:10 to play in the first half of the second period. As Parent steps in to take the faceoff, goes down to Wenatchee. Newsman now with it. He puts it off the glass into center ice. Wenatchee with a good forecheck in the neutral zone. Now Everett coming through. Newsma with the defense, wrapped around behind the board, stopped at the blue line at the point. Now in front of the net, out in front. Shot taken, stopped by Young in front of the net and deflected off to the left. We're in the corner. Out with it comes Newsma, sent over to Ott. Ott goes all the way across the ice and Foot's going to get a shot wide right. Everett now from behind their net, comes out. Puck goes into center ice. Whitman with the defense. Puts it back into neutral ice. Now picked up by Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis crosses quickly, steps in front, out, shot taken off the stick of the Everett goalie and sent back into the neutral zone. Measle with it, sends it deep into the corner. Wenatchee giving chase. Everett's going to get there first. Out in front, Belleville with the shot, deflected off to the left by Everett. 5:56 left to play in the second period, or excuse me, first half of the second period. And we're going to get the high stick. As I believe Belleville put his stick on it up over his head, and it's touched first by the Wolves, and we'll draw the whistle for a a Wenatchee in face-off. 5:42 to play before we get an ice clearing. Flynn in for the face-off. Puck comes out to Everett. Everett takes shots off the circle, off the skate, and to the left. Now Flynn with the puck. He skates into the neutral zone. He's got Childers on his right. Steps up the circle. Shots deflected by Everett into the corner and taken back behind the net by Childers. Childers steps up, comes through the circle. Now comes around, out in front, and he puts it in. Great play by Childers as he comes out in front and delivers a pass to Belleville, who buries it in the back of the net with 5:15 to play. Call that one Flynn. Childers to Belleville for the goal, and a 3-1 lead for the Wolves.
Nice pass from number 3.
Was a good pass. Nice play by Childers. Had the look that he was going to turn around and lift it towards the net, but instead he puts it to Belleville, who buries it on a quick shot. Nice play by Wenatchee. That's the second nice passing play, resulting in a goal for the Wolves today. As Flynn's faceoff goes to Everett, but is quickly sent back to Newsma, who takes control. Over towards Whitman. Whitman crosses the line, sends it off a skate of Everett. Goes way up in the air, but no one doesn't touch anything, and we're going to continue with play. Now back at the circle, into the corner. can't see what's happening as it's in my blind spot, but it looks like we got a corner battle there. And we're going to get the whistle as the puck can't come out, and we'll have a face-off on the left side in the Wenatchee end. 4:34 left to play in this first half of the second period, as we're going to have a 3-1 lead for the Wenatchee Wolves over the Everett Silvertips. In this first game of the Washington State Tier 1 playoffs here in Kennewick, Washington. Parent takes the face-off, drop down, taken by Wenatchee as they get into the neutral zone, trying to get it through off Ott's feet, but directly to Everett, who's going to turn it the other direction. O'Halla with the puck. Defended by Measle and back into the corner. Out with it comes Parent, but taken quickly by Dubicki from Everett, and it's in up into the point. Everett can't control it. It's going to go all the way down to the other end. And Eisenbeis on a good forecheck as he almost takes the puck and he causes it. Underhill with the shot. He gets up slowly, but good play there. Gets him back with the puck. He makes a move and dumps a shot that bounces into the Everett goalie and draws the whistle. 3:41 to play in this first half. Underhill in for the face-off. Drop down, sent to towards Belleville, but Newsman's going to pick it up. He takes a shot, deflected down to the right, off the leg pads of the goalie, now out in front, where the goalie for Everett covers and draws the whistle. Oh, and there's a hook in there. I missed it, but Everett's going to go to the box with 3:32 left to play before the ice cleaning. Power play team for Wenatchee comes out as they're going to get 2 minutes on the hooking for number 27 by Everett. And we'll take this face-off by Parent on the power play. Parent with the face-off comes out towards Eisenbeis and out in front. Dumped in twice. And they're going to give that one to Newsom, I believe, as he steps in behind the goalie to take a loose puck and put it into the net on the power play with 6 seconds into that power play. Give Newsom the goal. And I think you got to call it off Parent, Eisenbeis, Newsom to score that power play goal and give Wenatchee the 4-1 lead. Flynn in to take the face-off after the goal. As the referees have a conversation, they look ready to go now. Puck goes down, comes out to Everett. Everett's going to take control in their end. D-to-D pass, lifted up towards the neutral zone, picked out by Newsman. Newsman's got Childers on the right. Shot taken off to the wide right. Newsman chases it down. Another shot goes over to wide left, this time up over the net, and Everett's going to take control. Childers steals it, picked up by Bartels. He's is able to get it into the Everett end, looking for a pass all the way across towards Lindbergh. Lindbergh sends it in deep. Childers touches it behind the net. Flynn's going to give chase into the corner. Back to Childers. Childers steps up and pass towards Bartels. Is not able to make the connection. Good play by by Wenatchee as they again are showing their ability to pass in this game. Lindbergh with it. Can't get it past Everett. Now it does. Newsman now has the puck towards Belleville. Now Underhill sends it in deep. Wenatchee's going to go for the changes. Foot and Measle come in. Also White. Kept in by Measle right at the blue line and deflected into the netting. at 2:16 left in the first half of the second period. 4-1 is the score, 3-goal lead by the Wolves over the Everett Silvertips, as we're going to take a right circle face-off, and Underhill's going to step in to take that. Face-off goes back, controlled by Wenatchee as Belleville takes it, shot up into the netting, and it goes out in front, and Underhill just can't get there in time as it comes back out the other way as O'Hala's got numbers. He sends it across, good pass by O'Hala. Nice deflection by Young to stop that play by the Silvertips. In behind the net, out in front, taken by White. He's got pressure from O'Hala, steps in behind the net, now breaking free, looking for an opening. He's going to carry it into neutral ice on his own. Pass the mid all the way into the Everett end. Shot comes, or excuse me, it was going to be a pass, but it's deflected. We're going to get a whistle as the net comes off the post once again, 139, and we're going to get the whistle as they go ahead to reset it, and we'll have a Everett end face-off. Parent steps in after the whistle and takes the face-off, comes out to Everett, and they knock it into the neutral zone where Lindbergh's going to give it to Whitman. Stolen by Everett. Now shot taken off to the left and over the net, back into the corner. Wenatchee looks like they come out with it, but we're still in a battle. Can't see what's happening. And we're going to get a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for, but we'll have a left circle face-off with 1:17 left to play before the Zambonis come to clean the ice. Parent with the face-off. Comes out to Nusma. Nusma puts it off the board. Good play as Ott's going to have an opportunity. Ott sends it across. Great play. And goes into the net. Not sure who that is. That's Eisenbeis. As Eisenbeis is tripped up into the net with the play on a good pass by Ott. And we'll have a right circle face-off, and Parent's going to step in, 1:08 to play in this first half of the second period. Puck goes down, left on the circle. Out with it comes Everett. As they drop it deep into the Wenatchee end. Nusma there on the defense. Battle in the corner. Now Wenatchee with an opportunity, 40 seconds left before the period ends. Shot taken, deflected off to the left. Parent now sending it in behind the net. Everett's going to get there first. Taking a look, 29 seconds to play. Goes towards neutral ice. And sent in deep. Touched by Young, 20 seconds to play. Nusma trying to get to it, sends it over towards Measle. Ott can't get it out of the zone. And again, Wenatchee having trouble getting it into the neutral zone, but there they finally do. 2 seconds left. Nusma with the shot, and that'll be it. In the first half of this contest, as Wenatchee takes the 4-1 lead over the Everett Junior Silvertips in this first matchup of the Washington State playoffs. We'll be back in about 10 minutes as we're going to get an ice cleaning with the second half of the game. All right, welcome back, Wenatchee fans, as we're getting ready to start the second half of the second period, as the ice has been cleaned and put 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Teams have both entered the circle. The referee's put his hand up. He's getting ready. Parents in to take the face-off. And the puck goes down, picked up by Everett. Everett takes it in the neutral zone, back up off the board, in behind Wenatchee net. Young's there to put a stick on it. Comes out to the circle. Pass comes out and across the front. Eisenbeis is going to get there, trying to get it out. Still having trouble. The ice is a little bit wet. Puck's not moving quite like you think it would as Ott takes it in the neutral zone. Now picked up by Parent. Parent carries it in. Top in the slot, shot taken, and it's lifted up over the net. And Everett's going to carry it back out. Now taken again by Everett, back of the net. Stepping forward into the neutral zone, now into the Wenatchee end. It's going to go all the way across. They're going to wave off the icing. And a battle in behind the net, picked up by Spencer. Puts it off the board. Childers now has it. He carries it in the neutral zone over towards Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis steps in, shot taken, wide right. Lifted up by Wenatchee. Lindbergh's going to go get it. Young puts it up towards Eisenbeis. Now Childers gives it to Flynn. Flynn's going to carry it across mid-ice and into the zone. Dumped it back towards Bartels. Bartels sends a shot in, and his glove save by Everett draws the whistle with 7:13 to play in the in the second half of the second. Flynn in to take the draw. Puck goes down, picked up by Everett, taken behind the net. Good play by Flynn to get the puck back. Looking in front of the net, sends it back to Childers, who's behind. Childers comes out in front, has it tipped away, up into the corner, and out with it comes Bartels. Bartels has it knocked into the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to be on the defensive here. And Childers is going to grab it once again, coming on the right side, makes a move, turns around, back to the defense. Whitman sends it in deep. Underhill with the puck. Now to Newsman, who stepped up from the defense, tries to get through the middle, no one's there. And Everett's going to send it in the neutral zone. Foot picks it up into the Wenatchee end, sends it to Newsman, who touches it and drops it off to Underhill, and has it taken away by Everett. And we'll head back the other direction. Everett wraps it in behind the net, tipped out to Underhill. Underhill puts it off the board, gets it towards Foot. Foot's going to move it into the Everett end. Now back behind the net of Wenatchee into the corner. Pops out, picked up by Underhill. Underhill skates it out, taken by Everett. And immediately back to Wenatchee. Sends it into the neutral zone where Foot's going to get it to Belleville, and Belleville's going to cross into the zone. Belleville out in front, takes a shot, tipped away by Everett, and dropped in behind the net. Underhill with it. In behind towards the back of the net. Underhill now top of the circle. Sends it in deep. Everett now into the Wenatchee end, left side, and carried down into the board. No signal on the play, but the net comes off the post and we'll get the whistle. .458 left in the second period. Scores 4-1 in favor of the Wolves. As Parent steps in to take face-off. Parent's face-off goes back to Everett. Everett shot from the point, goes off to the right and picked up by Everett again. Now on the left point, shot deflected by Ott, and the second shot goes into the feet of Nusma and is taken out by Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis sends it towards Ott. Ott gets it to Parent. Parent puts it in! So call that one. Ott Eisenbeis to Parent for the goal as Parent drops one in under the crossbar on the right side. on another passing exhibition by the Wolves as they make this a 5-1 game with 4:38 left to go in the second. After the goal, faceoff goes to Everett, but taken into the Wenatchee end and controlled by Ott. Ott sends it over towards Whitman. Whitman comes around, puts it through the neutral zone where Everett's going to take control in their end. The other direction as they skated up past neutral ice into the Wenatchee zone. Pass goes across all the way to the other end, top of the circle. Shot taken, deflected off to the left. Everett with the puck. Back into the Wenatchee end where Ott's going to take control again. He sends it over towards Fritz, who dumps it in deep where Everett's going to have to retreat and take control. Now Flynn comes in on the change, takes the puck, trying to get it through, can't quite do it, but Ott sends it into the Wenatchee end. Now we're going to have a penalty against Everett. Flynn with the puck. Deflected, picked up by Everett, and we're going to get the interference penalty against Everett as the clock's running. So with 3:26 left to go in the second period, Wenatchee's going to be on the power play. As Childers steps into the circle to take the faceoff, he'll have Bartels and Underhill with him. Measle and White will be on defense as Childers' faceoff goes back to White. Shot taken by Measle, lifted up over the net and into the netting. Will likely go out into the neutral zone on this. And that's the case. Right circle in the neutral zone for the faceoff as the referees are trying to find a puck. Childers steps in once again. Faceoff goes again towards White. White steps back, gives it to Measle. Measle tries to send it back, deflected by Everett into the stands. And we'll have another faceoff. I believe this one will be in the Wenatchee end. They're going to pull it out into the neutral zone. Childers steps in for his third face-off of this series. Puck comes out, goes to Bartels. Bartels sends it back. Measle's going to chase it down. Measle now with it, comes across mid-ice, gives it to Childers. Childers with a move, steps up, comes across, turns around, and sends it back into the corner where Everett's going to pick it up. Gets it past White into the neutral zone. Everett's going to come across. Now Underhill with it. Underhill with the shot deflected out in front. Everett's going to get the rebound. Good defense there by Measle. Keeps it on the Everett end. As it comes out, Underhill steps back. Childers sends it over. Now at the circle. Out in front. Shot taken off the leg pads. Picked up by Underhill. Behind the net. And it goes out and across. Stopped it mid-ice by Measle. Dumped in by Underhill. And the puck is taken, dumped all the way to the other end with 43 seconds left in the power play for Wenatchee. 2:04 left to go in the second period as Eisenbeis crosses the line. Deflected by Everett, and we'll draw a whistle. And we're going to get a technical, unsportsmanlike conduct, misconduct penalty against Everett. So that's going to be 32 seconds of a 5-on-3 as a misconduct goes against Everett with 1:57 left in the second period. Faceoff goes to Everett's going to pin it up against the board. brought out, given to Measle, comes across to Nusma. Down low, back now to Nusma. Nusma replaces Measle, shot taken, up over the net, and backhand there by Parent, comes out. Measle now top of the circle, shot taken, one-timer, lifted above the net, picked up by Ott. Comes across, top of the circle, and the shot goes in! As Eisenbeis takes a shot, let's make sure that Nusma takes the shot from the top of the circle, and with 1 second left in the 5-on-3, that'll only bring out one player, and Wenatchee will continue to be on the power play for 1:30. So make this score 6-1 with 1:27 left in the second period as Wenatchee takes a 5-goal lead. Childers comes in after the goal to take the face-off, comes back to the Wenatchee end. Young's going to control it. Out with it comes White. White steps up. Now Bartels over across. Lindbergh with the puck in front of the net. Sends it to White. White gets it over to Childers. Childers takes a look. Turns around, skates, moves, and has it taken from him by Everett and sent down to the other end. 1 minute left to go in the power play. Lindbergh with the puck. Over to Childers. Childers gets it all the way across the ice to White. White's going to take it across into the Everett end. Has it taken away from him by Everett. They're going to skate down to the other end with numbers. Pass comes across, deflected and put in short-handed on a good play by Everett as they bring down on the short-handed goal and come from the right slot. Backhand pass over to a shooting player from the Everett Silvertips who's able to put it into the net around Young to score their second goal of the game on the short-handed play. 31.7 seconds left in the second period. After the goal, Parent's face-off goes into Wenatchee, and Nusma takes it to the circle. Pinned up against the board, 16 seconds left in the period. Popped out to Wenatchee. Eisenbeis has it, tries to send it across the front, has it deflected by Everett. Going to take it himself, shot goes in off the glove and straight down in front of the Everett goalie for the whistle. 6.7 seconds left in the period. 6-2 is the score as Wenatchee's got a 4-goal lead with 6 seconds left in the second period. And a right circle face-off for Parent. Face-off puck's dropped down, comes out, controlled by Wenatchee and covered. Drawing the whistle, and we'll have 0.9 seconds left in the period with 5 seconds left in the power play. Puck goes down, and that's it for the period. As the shot's covered by the Everett goalie. So that's it for the second period as Wenatchee's got a 6-2 lead over the Everett Silvertips going into the third period. Coaches will take this time to give their instructions to the players to start the third, and we'll get back to action here in just one moment. All right, we're here for the start of the second period. Wenatchee's going to begin it with 4 seconds of a power play as Parent steps into the circle. Puck goes down to Wenatchee, drops back into the Wenatchee end, touched by Nusma and sent into the Everett bench for the whistle. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 16:53 left in the regulation of this hockey contest. Neutral zone face-off towards the Wenatchee end. As Parent steps in, he's ready to take it. Puck comes down. Goes back into Fritz. Fritz sends it deep into the Everett end. Bounced off the board out in front. Picked up by Everett at mid-ice. Sent into the Wenatchee end. Nusma's there to corral it. He comes in behind the net. Sends it up to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis is able to get it out towards Nusma, who's going to pick it up and dump it into neutral zone, where Ott's going to put it into the Everett end. Wenatchee now trying to get a change as Everett has it behind their net. Bartels with the pressure. Pass goes to neutral ice, now picked up by White. Flynn touches it. Able to get back to the puck, goes across into the zone. Sent into the corner, out with it's going to come Everett. Childers with it, he's got an opportunity, makes a move, comes out in front of the net, sends it back, pass in! Flynn just can't quite make the play as Childers puts a wraparound pass back to Flynn, who was on the back door, and he lifts it up over the net for the whistle. Net also comes off the post during that play. Has 15:48 left in the third period. Flynn's going to step into the circle. Pass comes out off the faceoff. Flynn's able to backhand one in towards the goalie. We'll do it all over one more time, this time with 15:45 left on the clock. Childers gets it off the faceoff. Shots deflected off of Bartel's face mask and into the left corner. Everett pins it back up against the board. Battle comes out with puck. I believe, can't see in that corner, but Childers gets it behind the net. Gives it to Boval, who puts one up towards the goalie, and he's able to dive on it and get the cover. 15:21 left to go, third period. And a brief little intermission there from the sound, as we had a discussion. And let's see, they're going to get a hooking penalty. It's going to go against Foot. His Foot's going to head to the box on the hook. It's 14:43 left in the third period. And Wenatchee's going to be on the penalty kill, as Everett's going to have an opportunity to narrow this lead, this 6-2 lead for the Wenatchee Wolves. Ott's going to step in for the faceoff. Taken by Everett. That's not Christiana. It goes back into the top of the circle. That was Klein that had the puck. Now towards the faceoff circle. Lifted up, tipped out in front. Ott with a play, dropped into the circle. Now able to get it to the point. Klein sends it across to the circle, comes across the front. Had a player but can't make the play, as the Wenatchee's able to get it into the neutral zone, and will get apologizes. I'm watching the back end of the play, as Lindbergh, I believe, was tripped and there was no call. Puck comes out, big hit there by Flynn right up against the board, but continues to have the puck by Everett. Now it's top into the circle, just in front of the point. In front of the blue line, top of the left circle. Shot taken off the foot of Measle. Another taken, deflected off to the left. Bartel there to get the pressure. Now again, top of the circle. 1 minute left in the power play for Everett. Shot taken from the top of the circle, deflected out in front, and sent into the right corner, behind the Wenatchee net. Everett now with another shot. It's inside the blue line, shot taken and deflected again. Lifted out into the neutral zone. Wenatchee's going to have an opportunity to get new players in with 38 seconds left in this power play. Good pressure by Underhill. Back in by Neg. He takes the puck. He sends it off the referee's feet. Bad luck there as it was trying to get it back into the Wenatchee end so we could take some more time as Ohala takes a shot just inside the blue line. It's covered by Young and drawing the whistle. 13:01 to play in the third period. 18 seconds left in the power play for the Silvertips. Parent in for the faceoff, goes back to Wenatchee. Wenatchee has Nusma. He takes it towards the back of the net, sends it up towards Underhill. Underhill now has it. He's going to make a move. Taken quickly by Everett. They're going to have to retreat. 5 seconds left in the power play. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Everett's going to start their breakout. Everett takes it into the Wenatchee end, quickly taken back by Underhill and dumped into the Everett side. Everett in front of the net. Pressure by Underhill. Now behind the net. This time pressure by Parent as Everett's going to cross into the Wenatchee end. Shot taken, deflected initially by Young out in front of the net. And a shooting Everett player comes in on the right slot and puts a puck in to narrow this contest to 3 goals, with Wenatchee having a 6-3 lead over the Everett Silvertips. 12:13 to play in the third period as Everett cuts the lead in half. Cuts the lead to 3 with that rebound goal in the slot on Young as Flynn comes in after the goal, take the face-off, goes back to Wenatchee. Into the corner and wraps in behind the Everett net. Flynn's there to try to get to it, can't quite make it. Goes all the way down towards the Wenatchee end, kept in play, and then sent out in front of the net. Taken from the point, deflected off to the left. Childers is going to get the rebound. He turns around, goes behind the Wenatchee net, takes a look, off the board into the neutral zone. Flynn now with it. He's got Childers on the right. Flynn with the shot wide right. Childers gets the rebound. Sends it back in behind the net. Eisenbeis is going to come in and get it. Now Everett with the puck. Kept in by White. Good play by White as he grabs it up, but Everett's going to be the first player to get to it. Now opportunity. Oh, good play by Young as he steps in front of Klein from Everett and is able to put a stick on the puck as he had an open net opportunity, and Young sends it off to the left side, and now we're into a battle up on the board. Good play by Young. Probably his best stop of the game right there. As Everett takes it out into the point. Good deflection by Ott. Everett's still going to gain control over in the left corner. Now behind the net. Trying to send it out in front. Young's going to put the blocker on it and draw the whistle with 10:40 to play in the third. Face off by Parent, goes back towards Everett. Everett send it in behind the Wenatchee net. Chasing it down is Measle. Measle gets to it. Off the board. Can't get it past the Everett player. Comes out in front. Now Parent's got an opportunity as he sends it to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis on the left side. He's got numbers. Shot taken and he puts it in. Eisenbeis rips a shot in from the left circle on the outside edge. It goes just under the crossbar, and that was a snipe by Eisenbeis with the pass from Parent to make this a 7-3 game with 10:24 left to play. After the goal, Flynn comes in take the face off the beautiful snipe by Eisenbeis. And Wenatchee takes the puck. Sent back into their end. Measl's there to retrieve it. He puts it off the board, gets it up towards Flynn, but it's going to be played by Everett. And we got the whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for. Oh, we're going to get another misconduct. This one's going to be against Flynn, as he goes to the box on the misconduct with 9:59 to play in the third period. They're going to stay 5-on-5 hockey. So it's going to be a misconduct on both parts. It's also going to go in as Everett, and we'll stay 5-on-5. Childers with the face-off, taken by Everett. And they retreat into their end. Belleville on the forecheck. So Everett enters the neutral zone. And down goes the referee on the corner, as Fritz takes the puck through neutral ice and sends it back into the Everett end. Childers with the pressure, and Eisenbeis is able to take the puck. He's got Belleville on the side. Shot taken, deflected off to the left. Everett now with the puck. They drop it into the Wenatchee end. 9:12 to play in the third period, as Wenatchee's behind their net. Fritz gets it, drops it out in front. Everett's the only player there. And we're going to get a penalty against Wenatchee, I believe, on Fritz, probably on the interference. So Wenatchee touches the puck. Fritz is going to go to the box. They're going to call it a trip. Not sure that's quite a trip, but that's what the call is. And Wenatchee will be on the penalty kill with 8:57 to go in the third period. As Wenatchee takes the face off, but can't get it out of the zone after the penalty, as Fritz has gone into the box on the tripping. Now Everett, shot taken from the circle, back behind the net, deflected by a Young. Top of the circle in front of the blue line. Now back, as Everett's trying to set it up, go the other direction. All the way across, nothing's there. Shot deflected out in front. And Everett can't make a play, as they had the puck on the ground out in front, as Young gets a second save on the Everett shot. Top of the circle, goes the other side. Deflected up into the air and grabbed by Young with 1:11 left in the power play for the Silvertips. Wenatchee's going to take this opportunity to put in a new penalty kill team. And Childers will step into the circle to take the face-off. He'll have Nusma and Bartels with him, as well as Lindbergh. And the face-off goes to Everett. Now out in front of the blue line. O'Halla sends it back. Broken stick by Everett, sends it to the left side. And Nusma's able to get some pressure on, and the puck's buried up against the board. Lindbergh's in there, Nusma's helping him. Out with it comes Wenatchee. Up against the board. Childers trying to get it out of the zone, and is able to. Out towards Nusma. Wenatchee's got numbers on this penalty kill. Take it to the top of the circle, and they send it all the way back to Bartels, who's going to hold it there and wait for Everett to come to him. Now sent to Nusma. Nusma behind the net. And they're going to lift it up off the board the other direction. Eisenbeis is going to be the first player there. Tipped out by the goalie to the Everett. As Wenatchee got a change, Everett comes in to the circle, put in off the left post, and back behind the net. Wenatchee appears to be going to be successful with this penalty kill as there's 2 seconds left. And that's it. 5-on-5 hockey as Fritz leaves the box and comes over to the bench, and Wenatchee puts Parent into the game. Parent's able to get the puck, sends it to the neutral zone. Giving chase there is Ott. Ott from in front of the net, jumps it up to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis takes the circle. Shot's deflected off to the right. Behind the net goes Everett. Sent into the neutral zone. White's going to get it in the Wenatchee end. Turns around. Sent up to Parent. Parent's not able to get it out. It looked like it might have cleared, but they didn't call it that way, as the puck is deflected now into the netting, and we'll draw a whistle. 6:07 left to play in the third as Flynn's able to come out of the box, along with the Everett player from the misconduct. Underhill in to take the face-off. Drops down, picked up by Wenatchee. Able to get it in the neutral zone, and Everett will send it right back in. And they're going to have the intentional offside send the puck all the way back into the Everett end, as Everett had taken the shot with players deep in the zone, causing the intentional offsides. Right circle face-off in the Everett end. Underhill's going to take it, comes back into the board. Underhill gets to it first. Underhill steps out in front, trying to get it to the front of the net. He had foot there. Can't get it through Everett as it comes to the blue line, and then sent back in. Now Everett able to get it into the neutral zone. Fritz is there, puts the defense on. Kicks the puck out. Oh, good help by Nusma, as Wenatchee's able to send it into neutral ice. Flynn with puck, taken by Everett in the neutral zone as they retreat. Flynn is just a wrecking ball out there as he's all over the ice on this play. Nusma gets it, sends it up towards Belleville. Put into the Everett end. Flynn with it now. Drops it up into the Everett end. Now sent in deep by Wenatchee. Everett's going to be the first players to get there as they take it behind their own net. They come out on the forecheck by Belleville. Sent across. And defense by Whitman put into Young by Dubicki for Everett. And Young's able to put a glove on top of it and draw the whistle with 4:40 to play in the third period. Everett's push taken out. As Christiana's now going to have to take the face off. Comes out to the point, and a second shot is backhanded, and Young gets 2 saves in a row. It's a great play there. Make that 3 as he comes up with a glove on the backhand on the third shot and draw the whistle. 4:33 to play in the third period. 7-3 is the score in favor of the Wolves as Parent steps in to take the face-off against Christiana for Everett. Puck goes up onto the board. Everett's going to come up with it, but quickly taken by Wenatchee. And a deflected shot is sent up over the boards, and Everett's going to grab the rebound. Dubicki's knocked into the neutral zone. He's going to have to retreat. Good play by Eisenbeis. And now Parent has it, and they're going to draw a penalty. And I'm not sure what that penalty will be. They're going to call a trip. I disagree with that. I don't think that was the right call. But Wenatchee will again be on the penalty kill with 4:13 to play in the third. So the penalty kill team for Wenatchee will be Measle along with Bartels, Childers, and White as Childers steps into the circle to take the face-off. Puck goes back towards the Everett end. Everett takes control, a retreat into their zone. Deflected back behind the net. Young's going to be there. Childers can't get it quite out. Top of the circle, shot not taken. Now trying to find Christiana on the corner, can't do it. Wenatchee's able to send it all the way down to the other end. From behind their net, Kubicki's going to take the puck. He skates it all the way into the Wenatchee end. And top of the circle, comes out in front. Other end. Shot taken right off the leg pads of Young, but then rebound by Christiana, and he pulls the stick around outside of Young and is able to put it into the net to make this a 7-4 game with 3:23 left in the third. Parent with the face-off after the Everett goal goes back to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis carries it to mid-ice. Sends it deep into the Everett end. 3:15 to play. Puck goes down to the Wenatchee and withdraws the icing, and we'll go take a face-off from a silver tip circle with 3:08 left in the third. Parent's going to take the face-off from the right circle. Drops the puck down, picked up by Ott. Ott sends it back to Fritz, who takes the shot. Glove save by Everett, and we'll do another face-off in the Everett end. 3:03 left to play in the third. Parent again taking the face-off, comes down. Controlled by Wenatchee. Ott's got it right in front of the net, and it bounced out to the right on two shots that come up off the glove of Everett goalie. Now back behind the net. Nusma trying to get to it. Picked up by Everett and sent out of the zone by Ohala. Chasing it, it's Nusma. Kubicki gets there first, takes a deflected shot. And it's glove saved by Young. .239 to play in the third as Flynn steps in to take the face-off from the Wenatchee end. Puck's controlled by Everett out in the point. Steps towards the middle. Shot taken right into the glove of Young, and we'll have another whistle. .234 to play in the third. Puck controlled by Wenatchee. That's Whitman. He sends it over towards Bartels. Bartels dumps it into the Everett end, where Everett's going to pick it up and go behind their net. As they're waiting. Touched by Everett and then taken by Childers. Childers sends it to Lindbergh. Lindbergh looking, finds Flynn. Tipped up, controlled by Bartels and sent into the Everett end. Back in the corner. Out with it comes Childers from behind the net. He stops, turns around, finds someone looking for the front, gets it to Measle, who sends a shot on a turn to the left side of the net. Now Belleville, good move, gets out in front, controls the puck, still 1:35 to play. As Belleville goes out in front, Flynn now with the shot, deflected by the and off to the left. The goalie dives out trying to get to it, and it goes back up against the board. Childers comes up with the board. He gets out front, deflected back in towards the board and sent all the way down to the other end by Everett for the icing. 1:12 to play in the third period. 7-4 is the score, with Wenatchee having a 3-goal lead. Underhill steps in for the faceoff in the Everett end. Puck goes down. Controlled by Everett. Knocked into the neutral zone. Christiana with the shot. Right into the glove of Young, and with 59.8 seconds left to play in the third, we'll have a Wenatchee end face-off in the right circle. Underhill again take this one. As puck goes down, Underhill with it, trying to get it out of the zone, and he does with a pass towards Foot. Foot sends it up to Belleville. Belleville crosses way off sides. No call on that as the shot's taken and knocked out in front. Kubicki with the puck. He crosses mid-ice, takes it into the zone, trying to find an opening, gets it to Klein. Klein takes a shot deflected off to the right. From behind the net, out with it comes Underhill. Underhill trying to get it into his stick. Stolen by Everett, but quickly taken back again by Wenatchee, and that's Whitman. Whitman comes to the top of the circle. Crosses in front, gets a good pass. There's just no one there to get it, and puck's kicked out to the left. 15 seconds to play. Kubicki sends it out to Klein again. Klein takes it across the line, and we're back in the neutral zone. Good play by Underhill, but puck's taken by Everett, and that's the end of the game. So the first game in this state playoff for the U18 AAA is going to go to Wenatchee. These two teams will meet up again in about 4 hours for the second game in this best of 3 series. If Wenatchee is able to take that one, that'll be the end of the state tournament, and your state champion will be with the Wenatchee Wolves. If Everett's able to come back and get a victory, we'll play again tomorrow with the final game of the contest. So as we get the handshakes at center ice, we'll go ahead and end this telecast as we'll get prepared to watch the Everett Silvertips play the Wenatchee Wilderness in the U16 playoffs here in about 20 minutes. So congratulations to the Wolves and the first game victory over Everett in this 2020 State of Washington AAA Tier 1 U18 hockey playoff.